Hopefully you can all hear me just fine. Time to have a stroll and find the fox I'm currently playing as. Just swap out. We know we're gonna have fun with this one. Guy Miko's just pure fun. We're now going from the lore to the fun.
We haven't been to the Yai Publishing House in a while. Paimon wonders if they have any new books in. The one we read with A that time was pretty cool.
You mean the book on love that she questioned in my case? I'm wondering why in the hell the guy in the story didn't take on many lovers? Yeah, that was funny.
Come on, that's a no-brainer, man. There's only one thing worth wishing for, and that is a ton of Mora.
I won't deny it.
But the exam's next week. If I fail again, I'm seriously done for. I'm better off wishing that my exam goes smoothly.
I actually relate to that wish far more. I won't even lie.
It's just an exam. Trust me, there's no problem you can't solve by throwing Mora at it. If it doesn't work, then just keep throwing till it does.
How much money you got, though?
What are they arguing about? It's quite a spirited debate.
Huh? Really? You guys don't know? You need but stand on this land at midnight, lower your head and recite a special incantation, then your wish will come true.
Is this from a novel?
Looks like you guys really aren't in the loop. This, my friends, is the next big thing. A highly effective wish ritual guaranteed to make your wishes come true.
No.
A wish ritual? That actually works?
No.
Right? Even Paimon knows that's just not how the world works.
So why was the, what was the scene where all the light was coming from the people? I'd assume it has to be tied to A because they all were praying to a god of eternity, or at least the dialogue was.
I didn't believe it at first either, but that changed when it worked for someone I know.
Coincidence is a thing.
It's this guy called Kunihiko. He's practically always been unemployed, wastes his days away, and he owes a lot of money. Like a lot, but get this. I don't see him for a few days, and suddenly I find him dressed to the nines and feasting at a high-class restaurant.
And?
I heard it directly from him. He used this wishing ritual, and the next day he woke up to find his whole bed filled high with Mora.
Nah. Nah.
His whole bed was filled with... Wow!
Of course, I'm sure the part about waking up lying on a bed of Mora is a bit of an exaggeration.
Of course it is.
Whether you believe it or not, it's not exactly a difficult ritual. It can't hurt to give it a try, right?
This is where you just like see someone peeking out behind a corner who's just been screwing with these people.
If you're still feeling skeptical, just ask around. There are a lot of very compelling stories going around these days.
Really? Well, come on! Let's go ask around right now, shall we?
Why the hell is the traveler even questioning why there's an urgency behind Paimon? We know that Paimon likes money and food.
Well, if it really is true, then just think of all the Mora Paimon could... Oh, and you'd finally be reunited with your twin, too. Let's go!
The last bit's nice. Yes, the twin is your priority here. The Great Norakami offering.
On closer inspection, it seems like there really are a lot of people talking about this kind of stuff.
Oh, frames.
See those two? Paimon remembers them from the Yai Publishing House. One's an editor and the other's an author.
Yeah, the ones with the annoying side quest.
Grasp the thought in mind. Clear like the light of the moon. as close as kin with you. No, thou. Wait, thee? Hear my summons, right?
I hope that Yai is screwing with these people. I truly hope. It'd be funny.
No, it's not hear my summons, it's heed my summons. Heed! You're never going to get it down at this rate.
Hey, what are you guys up to?
Whoa! Sheesh, you scared me. Okay. Okay. Where did I leave off with the incantation again?
You're so easily scared.
Incantation? Are you guys trying out this new wishing ritual stuff too?
Clearly.
Junkichi is trying it out to be specific. He's hit a bit of a creativity block recently, so I'm helping him make a wish so that he can move past it.
Hey, at the very least, he's not wishing for money like most other people.
I mean, I obviously don't, but Junkichi never listens to an outside opinion, so all I can do is go along with it.
Best of luck with your babysitting.
Mr. Shigeru, can you please be a little more accommodating? This is extremely important to me.
Alright,
People
alright.
have had all kinds of wishes come true. Become more attractive, get rich quick, ace their studies. I'm just a poor, struggling writer looking to get over a creative hurdle. Is that so much to ask?
Hey, at least you're not wishing for something as superficial as others.
Anyway, I just know this is going to work. I have a gut feeling about it.
Have you ever thought your gut feeling is wrong?
Didn't you say the same thing when you went to make your wish at the Grand Narukami Shrine? Oh, I just know this is gonna work. I have a gut feeling about it.
This is when Miko hears them and is like, you said what?
The Omamori from the shrine take too long to have any effect on your luck. Alright, enough of that. Help me get this incantation down. My new book depends on it.
If you're relying on an incantation to get your book done, then I wouldn't place much faith in you to make a book.
Look, to be completely honest, I think you need to sit down and have a good think about what kind of story you want to write. Where's all that self-confidence you had when you first started out? Look at you now, trying dubious methods from any old light novel.
Nah.
Wait a minute, what? This wishing ritual comes from a light novel?
Okay. Miko might actually have something to do with this then, since she can profit off it.
Yep, it's from the one called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits.
Is it-
No, it's most
Oh.
likely a self-published title. It just appeared out of nowhere and took Inazuma by storm.
Okay, no, she isn't helping then because she's not making money.
As a fellow writer, I'll refrain from passing comment on how well the story is written, but everyone is saying the wishing incantations it contains are the real deal.
Look, Junkichi, yes, everyone's saying it's real, it works, but that's only half the story. I've also heard lots of people saying that everyone who's had their wish granted using this method starts behaving strangely.
Ooh.
What's so surprising about that? They're probably just giddy with joy at having their wish come true.
I don't know about that. Japanese stories tend to give you something promising to then make you cursed or something. Like, there's normally a negative ending to anything positive happening in a story.
This is starting to sound a little suspicious.
You're saying that a wishing incantation coming from a light novel book working wasn't suspicious? Are you okay?
Why don't we go to the Grand Narukami Shrine and ask Yai Miko about it?
She's just like, are you seriously asking me about this stupid bloody book? How about you instead buy the books from my store?
She's the expert when it comes to both light novels and the supernatural.
I think the supernatural should be one of the specialists for, not the specialist. We know a god. Oh. Oh, I'm curious. I'll bite. Oh, that's all. Fine. I was hoping for more in the description than that, but fine. Fine. Oh god, now there's quite a few teleport spots all really bundled together on the map. Wonderful. Let's go. We have a fox to visit. If only you could have come home sooner. But hey, you came home. That's all that matters. Oh, fox. There you are. Hi.
Miko! Great, you're here!
It's weird to me that the character casually, like, either Paimon or the Traveler refer to people casually by their first names like it's nothing. If she corrects them to call her Yai instead, then I'd actually be fine with it, because that to me is more realistic.
Well, hello there, young ones. What brings you to the shrine? It just so happens that I have a wonderful novel here. I highly recommend it.
Stop trying to advertise.
Oh? Well, what did you want to ask?
We found a book.
Well, we were just... actually, you look kind of busy. Is this a bad time?
No, not at all. It's nothing major.
What's going on then?
Lady Guji, what do you mean, nothing major? I'm begging you, you've got to help me save my brother.
What's happened?
It really is nothing major. I stand by that. Oh, but since you're so curious, let's have him relate the story one more time, just for you.
You two seem to have a good relationship with Guji-ai. Please, put in a good word for me. You have to convince her to help my brother.
She's just like, ha, they're not gonna convince me of anything, just tell them the story.
Here's what happened. My name is Kato Yohei, and my brother is Kato Shingo. All he's ever wanted is to become a swordmaster, so he once asked Sensei Domon of the Meikyo Shisui art to take him on as a disciple.
Okay, we know that name.
Domon turned him away, took one look at him and said he didn't have what it takes to train in the art of the sword.
Oof.
But my brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat. He trained every day as hard as he could, and finally proved himself by defeating one of Domon's best disciples in a duel recently.
Why does my Wi-Fi have to fail? Hopefully it didn't cut out too much. That's a shame.
But since his victory, he's been acting extremely strange. It's like he's become a completely different person. The doctors can't find anything wrong with him, so I'm betting it must be the work of an evil spirit. That's why I'm here, begging for Guji-ai's help.
So he tried the wish thing, and that's the only way he won with the sword. So Domon was right. He sucks.
You know, there really aren't as many evil spirits lurking around as you seem to think. Your brother achieved the goal he'd been striving toward for as long as he can remember, and now it's gone. It's only natural that he feels a little empty and lost while he's trying to find a new direction.
It could be in this case, though. People having their wishes granted all at the same time, and it becoming an urban myth is not fantastic.
If it were me, I'd just leave him be for a couple of days. He'll recover on his own soon enough.
No, Lady Guji. If you saw him for yourself, you'd know. I guarantee you, he's not acting like someone who feels empty and lost.
Oh, all right, all right. Then tell me, when did your brother spar with Domon's disciple?
About 5 days ago.
Okay.
5 days ago, you say?
Yes, Lady Guji. That's a long time for him to be acting up like this. I'm really worried about him.
I don't care particularly about him. I care more about the root cause of this. Wi-Fi, please. Come on, Wi-Fi. I just want to stream this.
Our greatest wish is to one day found our own school, just like Domon.
Ah!
We can't jeopardize that dream now.
He's not skilled enough to train anyone. He had to wish for it. Come on.
Wait a minute, now I'm a little confused. Are you here to save your brother, or are you here to make your dreams of founding a martial arts school come true?
Ha!
Well, they're kinda two sides of the same coin, aren't they?
Whatever. Let me ask you this. Have you heard of any interesting new rumors lately? If so, I'd love to hear about them.
Yes!
What? Rumors? I haven't heard anything.
Liar.
Oh dear. Well, that's too bad.
Lady Guji, please stop changing the subject. This is someone's life we're talking about here. Please, you've gotta help me.
Knowing your reasons is terrible. Hell. Your reason for wanting this isn't to help your brother. The fact you hesitated kind of proves that much.
Miko, he seems really desperate. This thing with his brother sounds really bad. Come on, you should help him.
He looks very pitiful.
Okay, fine. Then it's decided.
You're lucky.
Yay, Miko! So you're gonna help him?
I'd laugh if she's like, ha! Fuck no! I'm just gonna check out this rumor because it's interesting.
Kato, whatever your name is. These two guests are trusted acquaintances of mine, and in fact, they are experts in resolving all manner of strange and supernatural phenomena. Exorcisms and that sort of thing are all in a day's work for them.
Don't pass off your work to me! You little shit.
Yeah! Wait a sec!
Really?
Miko, why do I have your job to do?
Is that hesitation that I detect in your voice? So let me get this straight. You come begging to me for help, I actually recommend someone for the job, then suddenly you start doubting me?
I don't want to do your job.
Not at all, never. Whatever Lady Guji says, I trust wholeheartedly. Thank you two for your willingness to help. Please follow me.
I wasn't willing, I got signed up.
No, hold on a hot second, Miko. We may be a lot of things, but we ain't exorcists.
Yeah, this is beyond a level. We have no clue about this.
Don't worry. If he wants an exorcism, just grab a handful of salt and mutter some mumbo-jumbo while you're sprinkling it around. It's a common trope in light novels, right? You just have to have a bit of bravado. As soon as the protagonist gains self-confidence, everything else just magically falls into place.
You're a good fox. Anyway, that.
Well, you were the ones who seemed concerned about his situation. Don't you think it would be a little unfair to make me do all the work?
This is your job!
Besides, we both know you wouldn't be here at the Grand Narukami Shrine unless you had a request for me too. This is an opportunity to demonstrate that you come in good faith.
You've got me there, fine.
This feels all wrong. But you technically have a point, so...
Yeah, we can't argue with that logic. That's
All right,
really annoying.
Let's go. Don't worry now, I'll be coming along too.
I bloody hope so. This is technically your work to do.
Okay, let's follow Yohei and go visit his brother.
I don't give a shit about his brother. I want to know what the fox
What's
gets
going
up to.
on here? Granted, you can never be quite sure what's going on in Miko's mind, but she seems even more disinterested than usual in Yohei's situation. Well, a life's at stake here, so it looks like we'll have to deal with that first before we'll get the chance to ask her about the incantation stuff.
Eh, who cares about the life at stake? I care about Fox. Also, something that kind of clicked recently. Byakuya Plain is likely named after, Miko's clan. Because Byakuya are a type of Kitsune who serve the gods. Which obviously the Hakushin line is known for, and Yae Miko does herself. But hey. I Feel I must murder these for resources, so I'm going to. There we go.
How strange. My brother's been meditating here pretty much constantly over the past few days, but now he's gone.
Oh well, good riddance. Let's go.
Meditating?
Yeah, it's something that he suddenly started doing after defeating Domon's disciple. He just sits there alone, talking to himself. It's pretty disturbing, actually.
Isn't that what I'm doing right now? Screw you!
But that's not important right now. Where the heck could he have gone in his current state?
Hopefully, we can be entertained by this.
This does pose a bit of a problem. If we can't find your brother, well, we can't perform an exorcism with nothing to exorcise, can we?
We can do it on some random bystander. Then we get to see what this exorcism entails.
Kato, whatever your name was, given the circumstances, why don't you start by going to find your brother, and also picking up a handful of salt on your way? We'll need to use it during the exorcism.
Okay. Okay, got it. I'm on it.
Miko, what about us? Shouldn't we help look for his brother too?
No, his request.
No need. While What's-His-Face is handling that, we'll take a walk around and ask people what they know about the two brothers. Maybe we'll find out some amusing details.
Let's go.
Illusion shattered.
May as well grab that now. Let's have a nice chat.
Hello, sir. We'd like to ask you about the Kato brothers.
Meh, who cares about them?
Oh, are you debt collectors?
Oh.
Yohei said to tell you not to worry. He'll be able to pay you back as soon as he has enrolled a few disciples.
They're in debt.
Huh? Debt collectors? No, we're not here for anything like that.
Thanks for the interesting information on their financial situation, though.
But, it sounds like Yohei and Shingo have gotten themselves into a bit of a pickle.
No wonder they're relying on some stupid rumor.
Well, yes. I don't think there's any disputing that. Those two don't have an ounce of dedication between them. They just hop between ideas and won't stick to anything.
Ah! And yet we're helping them? It doesn't sound like they deserve help, honestly.
Huh? But Yohei said his brother has always wanted to become a sword master, and even asked Domon to be his sensei.
Tell me it's a lie, go on.
That's true, yes.
Oh.
Shingo begged Domon to take him on, and eventually, he finally relented. But even after convincing a renowned sensei to give him a chance, he was the same as ever, bumming around in class instead of focusing on his training.
Ha! He lied and said that his brother got refused until he beat one of his disciples. That was bullshit. Okay.
In the end, Domon had had enough and kicked him out. But Shingo was resentful about it. He blamed Domon for not seeing his potential, and even declared that he would challenge a disciple of Domon to a duel.
Little shit.
Wait, what? That's not what we heard.
Of course his brother lied for him. Come on.
Oh, how interesting. We heard a slightly different version. My brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat. He trained every day as hard as he could and finally proved himself by defeating one of Domon's best disciples in a duel recently.
Yohei said that? That Shingo trained hard. That's ridiculous. He just lay there cussing to high heaven all day, every day.
Nah!
What training regimen that is.
I don't know, that's training yourself to be very bloody angry. I'm sure that some of the Genshin community does that.
Yohei did tell me about Shingo winning the fight, but I took it with a grain of salt. You can ask Kenji at the village entrance more about that. He always has reliable information.
Okay.
So it's her. The one I've been waiting for.
Let's have a nice chat. Where the...
Hey there! We've come to ask you about the Kato brothers.
Tell me how much they suck.
Oh, you mean Shingo and Yohei?
Yes, of course. Are there any other brothers with that surname? Probably, but we don't know them.
Yeah, we heard that Shingo defeated an apprentice of Domon's recently. Is that true?
Yes, it's true. Wait, so are you here because you heard they're starting their own school and you're looking to sign up?
Hell no.
We're not here to sign up, but we would like to hear more details about the fight.
Listen, I have a word for you, Paimon, that might explain it. Steroids.
Well, you've come to the right person. I actually went to watch it.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Was it entertaining?
I thought it was a joke when I first heard that Shingo was going to challenge a disciple of the Meikyo Shisui art. But when he drew his sword, he became a whole different person.
How convenient.
The way he handled his blade, it was like flowing water, mesmerizing to watch. Domon's disciple is no pushover, but he was absolutely no match for Shingo.
And the odds of someone changing like that overnight are near zero. Anyway.
Is Shingo really that strong?
No.
Yep, he seemed pretty euphoric after winning the duel, too. He was celebrating very vocally, saying something like, "What a duel. I haven't felt this good in a long time."
Any other details to share? We've heard that Shingo has been behaving rather out of character since then.
I'd definitely say that he has more energy than he used to. In the past, he never used to do much except lie around sunbathing all day.
He has more energy. Contradicts what the brother stated before, too.
But just yesterday, for example, I saw him cutting down trees for the village head. In the space of one afternoon, he did what most people couldn't finish in 3 days. Not only that, but he managed to fell a lavender melon tree with just one kick.
Ha.
Quite impressive.
Things got weird after that, though. The village head brought out some tofu for him, and he just flipped out. He shouted, "What is that stuff? Keep that away from me!" and then ran off.
Miko now has an enemy.
Lady Guji, esteemed exorcists. Finally, I found you. I found my brother. He's at the waterfall. And I've got the salt you asked for, too. Come on, let's go.
Oh, as much as I'd prefer to stay and hear some more delicious details, I suppose we'd better be going now that he has been found.
Oh. Well, we're talking about killing heathens. Here you go.
Let's get down to business.
Right now, emerge.
Shine down!
Need more!
Rain cutter! No, my sword!
To the very... Finally,
Inazuma shines eternal!
Anything else? How far away? Quite bloody far, right? You walked quite a distance. I may as well just glide down. Start just committing casual homicide. Listen, when don't I do that in games? Whee! Glide.
Look over there. That's him at the waterfall.
Oh, he's beating monsters. Okay.
So this is Yohei's brother. Whoa. He's meditating while sitting in a waterfall. That's pretty wild.
He's not sat in it. He's sat near it. Look at his position.
Hey, listen! He's talking to himself.
That's not talking.
Woo!
Okay, never mind.
How's that? Can you feel it?
Okay, never mind. He is talking to himself.
Can you feel the feeling of manliness?
As a woman, I can't personally judge, but hey, anyone in the live chat who's male, feel free to tell me if this is the idea of manliness to you.
Found your own school. Ha! So shallow. How can a manly man aspire to something so lame? Please, spare me. Spare me. I can't feel the manliness. I can't even feel the cold anymore.
Her.
I can't take any more. I'm gonna die. Yohei! Save me! Save me!
This is either a really amusing troll, or this is serious and we should just let him die.
Did you hear that? All the nonsense aside, he's calling for help.
Oh well.
Huh? Who goes there?
He stood up, and now he's coming this way.
I love how Miko, like, casually looked between the guy, his brother, and us. It's just like, yeah, okay.
No, don't come any closer. Help!
You wuss.
What do we do? Miko, think of something!
Oh, poor thing. Yohei, your brother's life is hanging in the balance, and he's using his final breaths to call on you for help. Whatever shall we do?
Nah.
Well, how should I know?
Well, you're not trying very hard to save him, are you?
The way it looks to me is that Shingo feels terribly resentful to you about something. Would you mind telling me what that's all about?
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
You don't know? But surely you should have more insight than anyone else into how your brother came to be this way? Yohei, I suggest you think very carefully before you open your mouth again. This is a life or death situation.
It's nice of the guy to casually wait for us to have this discussion and hear his brother explain how he ended up like this. Feed him to the wolves.
Your brother is your closest relative. You must have noticed straight away when he started acting out of character. And yet, 5 whole days pass before it occurs to you to come and seek help from me. You really expect me not to notice the gaping holes in your story?
But,
Just explain it, you idiot.
As you wish. It's fine by me if you don't want to tell the truth.
She just has no reason to help you.
But after Shingo dies, you'll be next.
Ah! Let it happen. Do it!
It's futile trying to escape. Anywhere in the world you run to, it will be right behind your back. After all, you did summon it together.
Yes.
Ah! All right, I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. My brother and I used a wishing incantation. We made a wish.
This one.
Yes, that's it. The one that's all the rage right now. You just have to recite an incantation at midnight and your wish will be granted.
I'm surprised Miko hasn't already heard of this stupid story.
Just like the book described, we drew the magic symbol, stepped inside it barefoot at midnight, said the incantation, and lo and behold, spheres of light appeared all around us. After my brother wished to become a swordmaster, it really worked. Out of nowhere, he suddenly had these amazing sword skills, but his whole personality changed too.
Why did you wait until now to get him some help? We know why, but let's hear him say it.
Because I was worried that if he goes back to normal, he'll lose his skills with the sword.
Yep.
If that happens, it'd ruin our plans to start a martial arts school, and we'd be back to being poor. I just wanted to keep this under wraps until we'd managed to get the dojo set up and paid off our debts.
Well, that hasn't happened. If anything, you could die, so there's that.
So then, why'd you go to the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Because he clearly wants to kill you.
Well, because with the way he's acting now, I was worried that rumors might start spreading that he's gotten involved in the occult arts or something, and then no one would want to sign up as his disciple.
This is family, ladies and gentlemen.
So I was thinking that maybe Lady Gucci might have a way to get my brother back to normal, but let him keep his sword skills?
You're out your damn mind.
My, look at you with your ingenious schemes. Stop deluding yourself. These newfound sword skills are not his. They belong to the spirit that has possessed him.
You're right. We were wrong to do what we did. We had this coming.
All right, then. Your turn now, my little friend. Toss the salt, and then draw your sword.
Oh.
What is that?
They seriously were, okay. Oh, hi.
It's the spirit!
Imagine you just leave salt on the dining room table and you're just like, hey, we need you to eat so you can train the disciples, and you just accidentally like sneeze or something and the salt goes on him.
See that? That's what you summoned. And look, now that Shingo's no use, it's coming straight for you.
Save me! Save me!
She's having so much fun torturing this boy. I don't blame her, it's kind of funny.
Miko! He fainted! What do we do now?
Laugh!
We do nothing.
Yes!
But you, little one, just a quick fight and this will all be over.
Aww, fine.
Who's this? Ah, a fellow swordmaster. Come on, fight me!
Okay.
Coming! Be careful!
This player is the strongest.
Right here. Right now. Right here. Now you shall perish.
Strongest sword art.
That was great! Excellent! Whoop. What a rush! I haven't felt this great in a long, long time.
Good for you.
He disappeared! But he looked pretty content at the end there. Huh. Well, Paimon sure is confused. Do you know what that was all about?
Rough idea.
Ah, we can talk about it later. They're about to wake up.
Now where's your payment and my payment for helping them?
What am I doing here? Yohei? Yohei, is that you?
Shingo, are you alright?
He didn't care about your well-being, by the way.
Yohei, I had the weirdest dream.
Oh?
I dreamed that I wasn't a useless loser with a sword anymore. I even beat one of Dolmon's disciples.
Nah, that was true. Just, you're still a useless loser.
I thought we could finally open a dojo of our own now. But then I realized I couldn't control my own body. And there was this voice in my ear talking to me constantly. I was terrified and I wanted to take control of my body back, but I couldn't. And the voice kept talking about manliness.
Shingo, we shouldn't have made that wish. We summoned a spirit and it possessed you.
Yes, and had we not come to your rescue, your life would have been over before too much longer. Then the spirit would have haunted your brother until he died of fatigue too.
See, that's kind of what they would have been asking for. They wanted this to happen.
Thank you, Lady Guji. And thank you for your assistance, exorcism experts.
All we did was throw salt at him and then hurt the spirit. That's it. If that makes us experts, then sure.
Alright, time to get some rest. He's very weak right now, having been possessed for quite a few days.
Oh well.
He will experience a high fever, but it won't be fatal. Remember, this is the price you pay.
Now where's your money?
At this point, I would normally lecture you on the dire consequences of using occult methods to obtain power that does not belong to you. But I think you get the picture now, don't you?
Yes, we understand now. We won't do it ever again.
I bloody hope not, because we'll leave you to die next time.
Thank you, Lady Guji. Thank you, exorcists. We'll be on our way then. Come on, Shingo.
Get going. Idiots.
Miko, would they really have lost their lives if we hadn't gotten involved?
Probably.
And if so, why the heck were you so reluctant to help out?
Because karma.
Oh, they would have been fine.
Aw, no, come on.
I had to scare them a little, though. Otherwise, I hardly think these two lazy rascals would have learned their lesson.
You're not wrong, but I still would prefer if it was true.
So, what was it that possessed Shingo?
You saw it all for yourselves. I'm sure you can figure out what kind of spirit had possessed him, can't you?
Master of a sword.
Ah! Paimon's got it. It was an Oni.
No, you're just stupid.
Correct. Although it possessed Shingo, it didn't have any ill intentions. As a matter of fact, it actually seemed like it was trying to train Shingo to become bolder.
Oh, that's a shame. If that's an Oni, why didn't you make a unique character model for it? I would have been way more intrigued. Aww. That's just sad. I would have preferred if it was at least just some normal Swordmaster because they didn't make a unique model for it. The idea of the Oni are really interesting. Come on.
Huh. Fair enough. But it seemed like it had the opposite effect.
Eh, who cares?
Tossing salt caused it to temporarily leave Shingo's body. Then, you exhausted its strength by fighting it, so it disappeared. Even if we'd done nothing at all, Shingo would have eventually become too weak for his body to host the spirit, and it would have left of its own accord. Of course, it would have been more stressful for Shingo and Yohei that way. Still, the experience may ultimately have been more effective than me scaring them into submission with a little exaggeration.
Eh, I would prefer if it was true.
Whew. Well, the main thing is that nobody got hurt.
What a shame.
Alright, seems like we've wrapped up everything here. Come on, off we go.
Oh? Rumors?
Hold on, Miko. You say everything's wrapped up, but are you sure about that?
You mean you disagree?
The book.
Oh, you mean that they got the incantation from that book. Yes, I know the one.
Nah!
Actually, that book's the whole reason we came looking for you at the shrine today. Incantations seem really popular right now.
Human beings don't have powers like us yokai. It's quite understandable for them to be interested in incantations to summon the supernatural.
Damn right it is.
That's not the point. The problem is that the incantations in the book are actually capable of summoning spirits and stuff. And loads of people are trying it.
Hey, it leads to entertaining stories for her.
Even then, humans only have so much strength. Even if they do successfully summon a spirit with the incantation, it won't stay with them for very long. I really wouldn't fret about it.
But who wrote this book? And why? Don't we think there might be a bigger safety risk here?
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Leave them to it.
What do you think, Traveler?
If Miko says we're fine, we probably don't need to. I'm more curious about her reaction.
Right. Big events in the light novel market should be at the center of her attention, surely. But she doesn't seem to care about this book at all.
Lady Yai, I finally found you.
Oh, you work at her shop.
Kuroda, what are you doing here?
I'm here to report on Yai Publishing House's sales for the last month. All the numbers are here. Please take a look.
The moment it shows... The moment it shows her sales are down is the moment she'll willingly get involved to get them back up. Come on.
Let me see. What? We're losing market share?
Greedy little shit.
Yes. Overall bestseller, reader's favorite, and trending ranking. We're being beaten in all categories.
She's gonna go haywire with the person we find.
One book is topping the charts. It's called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits.
So, Miko, you wanna help?
Both of you, back here now!
Yes!
Miko? What is it? You have a really scary look on your face right now.
Good fox.
Things just got serious. A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits is an all-round hit, summarily beating the novels of the Yai Publishing House by every analysis.
Define series.
Just what is that supposed to mean? I worked extremely hard to promote our latest featured work, and now a rival book comes out of nowhere and steals our thunder. If this isn't the very definition of intolerable, I don't know what is.
What happened to you not being interested in helping, Miss Fox? Don't get me wrong, this is entertaining for me.
I have to come up with a counterplan, and you are going to help me.
You're just putting the work onto us again. Alright, fine.
Huh? How is this our problem all of a sudden?
Paimon, please. Who wrote this book and why? Don't we think there might be a bigger safety risk here?
And didn't you say you weren't interested until you were told about the sales?
Oh, am I to take it that the safety of the people of Inazuma isn't so important in your eyes after all?
Well, it's not important in yours. You just want your sales back.
Wait, what just happened? Again, you technically have a point, but this feels all wrong.
The servant of the Archon, ladies and gentlemen.
Nothing's wrong, okay? Come on. We're going to war. I'm going to head back and make some preparations. Meet me outside the Yai Publishing House.
Deal, Fox. Deal. She loves the people so much, you can tell by the fact she puts her profits in front of their feelings and their safety. I'm just gonna mute for a drink.
inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
There we go. I wonder how Ear would feel about this. She'd probably expect this.
Miko, we're here. So what's your plan of action to deal with this rival book?
Murder the author.
Why don't you take a guess?
Murder the author.
I'll give you a hint. It's to do with the Yai Publishing House.
Hide the body in the Yai Publishing House after we murder the author.
Oh, Paimon knows! Combine the reputation of the Yai Publishing House with the status of Guji Yai and tell everyone that the incantations in that book are dangerous!
Oh, wow. Your first guess and you got it absolutely
Wrong.
wrong.
Yes. Her expressions are good. The traveler.
Wait! Seriously? That wasn't it?
She's a selfish little thing. Of course it's not.
A first-hand guide to summoning spirits is the hottest light novel right now. If we did as you suggested, we would effectively be advertising to everyone that the incantations are real. In bending over backwards trying to warn everyone about the dangers, all we would accomplish is to create more curious readers ready to try them out. Also, sales for the book would only increase further.
Which would only make her angrier.
Okay, yeah, that would be pretty catastrophic. Oh, how about we confiscate all the copies?
That would do effectively the same thing, wouldn't it? Because people would value the remaining ones as a result of them being confiscated.
Leaving aside the issue of the enormous manpower and resources such an operation would require, going to such lengths over a light novel would be extremely disruptive to the lives of Inazumans.
But that means there's nothing we can do.
We can find and murder the author, like I suggested. If anything, that method I'm pretty sure Miko would be very on board with.
Well, I've been thinking.
Do tell.
I've read a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. It has many other good qualities besides the incantations alone.
Someone else begged to differ, but okay.
The book contains many ancient kaiden, or tales of the supernatural, and is written in a very engaging way. That is why the book has become so popular. I think we're going to have a difficult time trying to rein in its popularity while it's the only work in its league on the market.
So we're gonna write a supernatural story. Okay.
That's right. How do you get rid of the next big thing? You replace it with the next big thing.
You just want money, greedy little fox.
So what we're going to do is create Inazuma's newest hit novel.
Which would benefit you.
Smash our rivals' sales numbers and win our readers back. That is how Yai Miko wages war.
And whose story are you going to tell?
Incidentally, this will also be the best way to combat the influence of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits.
Wait, Miko. So you want us to write a novel?
Why not you write a novel? Can I really do that? I've never written a novel before. Can I really do that?
Well, becoming an accomplished novelist certainly isn't an overnight process. But let's not forget that I am the chief editor of the Yai Publishing House. I have my ways.
Okay.
I did say this is what we're going to do. I trust that the word teamwork is in your vocabulary.
I'm intrigued by your plan. Let's see.
Anyway, there is a writer submission event going on at the moment. Start by talking to readers and finding out what they're into. When you have an idea of what the current trends are, come back and see me.
Okay.
I'll be at Uyu Restaurant. Find me there when you're done. I will assemble a team, and we can work while we eat.
Okay. I'll take free food. Actually, are there any new books there? Did the update give anything nice? No. Shame. I like more lore. But fine. Oh look! The little fox models.
The Yai Publishing House has held many writer submission events to date. The winner gets a huge amount of publicity. It's been the ticket to fame for a lot of authors. If you've got a good idea for a story, you definitely don't want to miss out.
Okay.
I'll be honest, I read light novels for the cheap thrills.
That's not a shock.
In most traditional stories, the protagonist usually has this long and drawn-out character arc, usually involving a process of separation, loss, and ultimately growth and renewed strength. It reads well and everything, it's just a little slow-paced for me. By contrast, there's this popular light novel at the moment called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, where the protagonist is super strong right from the get-go.
Basically,
That's
you want...
what I mean by cheap thrills. Action-packed right from page 1.
Basically, you want One Punch Man. Okay.
The protagonist is a Kitsune who has not only mastered the secret art of incantations, but also tea ceremony, painting, and calligraphy.
Miko.
The key to a successful light novel is having good illustrations.
I actually agree with this point.
When to use illustrations, what they should contain, and which artist you should commission for them. These are all key things to bear in mind.
Of course, you know, the focus of any kind of novel, it tends to be the writing. I do like good illustrations in a book, though, of any kind.
Good illustrations can make up for bad writing. But on the flip side, a bad illustration can ruin your novel, even if you have the best story in the world. There's a saying that light novels are essentially a case of buy art, get words free. I'd agree with that. Too bad most of the top artists have jam-packed schedules, so it's extremely difficult to commission them. The illustrations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits are incredible, but it's unlike any art style I've ever seen before.
It look like traditional Japanese works to me, but hey, if you say so.
I've been reading light novels for a long time now. I'm mainly into big, ambitious fantasy works with an original core concept and good storytelling.
Okay. That doesn't sound like the novel that's the rage right now.
These days, though, everyone seems to be imitating each other. Most of the time, I can guess what the story is about just from the title.
Real.
The only recent book worth mentioning is A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits.
And there we go.
Not only is it a good story, but the descriptions are really true to life. So much so that I'm almost wondering if maybe the author really has met all those yokai before.
They're probably a yokai.
There's much more to light novels than Paimon realized. Let's go tell our findings to Yai Miko.
She's actually going up. Okay. You've managed to get me into this situation, so Miko, you can buy dinner. You make enough money after all. Oh? We can go in? Okay.
Ah, there you are. Let me introduce the team.
Okay.
You've already met Junkichi and Shigeru.
Yep.
Shigeru is an experienced editor, and Junkichi is the author he's partnered with. Junkichi's working through a creative lull at the moment, but all his past works have been very popular with young people. He's developed a distinct and enduringly popular style. Satomi is Yai Publishing House's ace in the hole. Her specialty is that she can write all kinds of completely different stories and all under different pen names. As for what those names are, well, that's a trade secret.
Ha! Valid. Are you gonna introduce Goro even though we know who he is? After all, he's technically one of your One of your talents.
They will be teaming up with us to collectively create the novel that knocks a first-hand guide to summoning spirits off its perch. So, feeling better about my plan now?
Yeah, I was all for the plan anyway, don't worry about it. And hey, welcome.
It definitely makes sense.
Now then, tell me what you found out about readers' preferences.
They all like the book that you hate.
Very true. An original core concept, a fast pace, quality illustrations, and lots of action. This is the formula that will guarantee good sales numbers.
Look at all that food.
More importantly than that, even though it's a work of fiction, we have to deliver a sense of realism.
Paimon followed pretty much all of that, but there's still one question. What are we actually gonna write about? For example, we know we need an original core concept, but how do we come up with one?
Before you can answer that question, you have to understand your target audience.
Well, you know the target audience, so you handle that.
Take a first-hand guide to summoning spirits, for example. When I read it, all I find is common knowledge to the Kitsune. But to the general public, it's bursting with new and interesting ideas. It all comes down to the size of the information gap between author and reader.
Why not just put some insight of your own in a book? It'd sell better.
As a traveler, there must be a great many things you know that are complete unknowns to the people of Inazuma. What is commonplace to you may be fresh and original to them.
Considering we're from elsewhere, yeah, it's not very hard.
Right! So maybe we can take inspiration from our time in Mondstadt and Liyue. But that would make it a completely different genre than a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. Is that gonna be a problem?
Depends, because the spirits in Liyue.
Not at all. You don't have to worry so much about how to compete with that book. All you have to do is provide some interesting ideas based on your travel experiences.
Dragons.
As long as the core content is interesting, my expert team here will be able to flesh out the details.
Okay.
Alright, let's start with Chapter 1 then. What are you thinking? Go for that, no matter how you tried to play it.
Yes, they would.
Out of a maximum of 10 points, I'd give that a 9.
Thank you.
Is there really flying emergency food in other worlds? How does it taste? And how do you cook it?
Yes! Look at the fear. You're rightfully afraid.
It's a strong opening. An easy way to grab the reader's attention. Never underestimate the appeal of culinary-oriented subject matter. Food, after all, is a topic that everyone is interested in.
Hey!
Good job, little one. You're not only drawing on your own experiences, but it seems you're filtering them through the lens of the kinds of light novels you've read in the past. I think you really understand what we're trying to do here.
Troll Paimon?
Thoughts from the experts? Are we able to work with this general framework to make an interesting story?
Yeah, we think it works. I tend to overcomplicate the core concept if I'm not careful, so this deals with that problem.
That's good. Okay, we're done with Chapter 1. Let's move on to Chapter 2.
Okay.
Won't that do for now?
No, we need an entire book.
Readers will devour your content a lot more quickly than you'd think. If we don't keep delivering the goods now we've caught their attention, all our hard work so far is in vain. Hurry, Chapter 2, let's go. Can't you see that Satomi is waiting?
Huh? What's wrong with you? You don't look so good.
I can't think of any more stories, my mind's gone blank.
What a pity. I thought your beginner's luck would carry you a little further before it came to this. But alas, the time has come prematurely.
Before it came to what? What's happened?
The bane of our existence. Writer's block. It's your arch-nemesis for life, appearing without warning and inflicting a pain worse than death upon the writer. They sell their souls just to get their muse back.
Sounds awful!
When this happens, the best thing you can do is have a bite to eat and take a proper break. Boss, get me a plate of fried tofu, and get some kushikatsu for these two. Just the basic kind will do.
Hey!
Don't worry, this is my treat.
Hey!
Your treat? Oh, wait a minute. Miko, we'll be getting paid for all the hard work we're doing, right?
Ha! No, probably not.
Of course. Everyone that takes part in the creative process will be paid.
Alright, cool. Then let's press on, shall we? Don't give up now. For the sake of our paycheck, get your brain going!
Paimon, shut up. Paycheck. Speaking of Mara.
Ooh! Does this mean your inspirations come back?
Took a trip to Leo where that guy turned out to be... Yes. Because it's true.
The protagonist arrives in Liyue and befriends a young man who doesn't have the money to pay for anything. Only later do we find out that this young man is none other than Rex Lapis himself.
I'm screenshotting. I have to keep these. That's great.
With the help of the Qixing and the protection of the Adepti, I am free to roam this vast realm. Is this the kind of cheap thrill that guy was talking about?
Hey, it works.
I give it a 9.8.
Nice.
The story is fun and action-packed with no dark undertones. Also, there are a great many legends about Rex Lapis. I'm sure it will spark the people's curiosity.
The thing is, this is true, though.
I, for one, think there's a sizable market for this. Approved.
Alright, well, let's just hope Zhang Li doesn't mind.
Well, if he does, he'd have to actively deny it, which people would question.
Great. Well, now Satomi can get started on that.
Leave it to me, Lady Yae.
Yeah. I better get these novels
Let's
after.
write about Inazuma in the 3rd chapter, shall we? I can help with this one. We can use the Vision Hunt decree or your experience in the Resistance. Any ideas?
Stuff this. Come on, let's get rid of this. Really? One of these two. Which one? Yeah, this one.
The strict Principal Raiden of the Inazuma Academy
Oh
decided
my
to
god.
confiscate all light novels.
1 second, I'm kind of dying inside. Not from amusement, that's just...
With the help of Lady Kitsune, the protagonist defeats Principal Raiden in an exam before the throne, forcing the principal to abolish the literature hunt decree.
I'm in pain, help me.
Are we absolutely sure we can publish this?
Miko.
We can and we will. I think it's great.
I don't know if Air will agree.
One thing, though. We'll need to rewrite the part about me giving you the Omamori.
Oh?
let's change it to... The mysterious Lady Kitsune teaches the protagonist a spell that can make their wishes come true. The protagonist uses this spell to defeat the Raiden Shogun in battle. That should do the trick.
Whoa. So we're really going head-to-head with our rival on this one, huh?
I suppose so. Once they're done writing the manuscript, I'll write the passage where the protagonist recites the incantation myself.
Are we done then? Do you really think this will be able to beat a first-hand guide to summoning spirits?
Game, you better give me all these books.
The content is fine. Now we just need to promote it.
Whose soul is being sold?
I will contact an artist to make some illustrations. I'm positive they will be at least as good as those in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. We'll also need an endorsement on a paper band around the book. I can get the wonderful Ms. Hina to write that.
Poggor. Oh. Also, can we use the illustration that the Traveler painted of Paimon? I need that back.
She runs a regular Q&A column in That
She.
Life magazine. The people of Inazuma absolutely adore her.
Her.
You're free to take a break while the creative team is doing their work, but please go by the Yai Publishing House at some point to commission Ms. Hina for that recommendation. Once our light novel is complete, let's meet at the writer's submission event.
I was joking earlier when I mentioned Goro. The game took that literally and is like, here you go, here's your opportunity to hurt him. It's neat to be inside this area though. I'm gonna talk to all the characters though.
Let me think. What spell does Lady Kitsune teach to the protagonist? Ah, I've got it. I've got to make sure it sounds suitably mysterious.
Please talk to me if you want to order. Add a little foreshadowing here. Call back to the first chapter there. Call back via contrast, that is. Plot twist here, obviously. Now, where's the best to explore the central theme?
Wow, she seems really in the zone. Let's not disturb her.
Yeah, let's not. So, how did you meet the owner? And who might you be? You're drinking. I still can't drink alcohol. No, I'm not. The character, the Traveler's at minimum 500 years old. The age gap. Like, this guy looks a lot older than her. Inazuma is currently...
That's just like Eureka. Always refining.
Don't worry. This story has a very clear narrative structure. Junkichi will definitely be able to work his magic on the writing front.
Good.
Oh, yeah! How did it go with that incantation from a first-hand guide to summoning spirits? Did you manage to make a wish in the end?
No.
Nope. On the first day, Junkichi couldn't memorize the incantation because it was too long. On the second day, he didn't wake up in time, and midnight came and went. Oh, then, on the third day...
Ha!
Mr. Shikiru, I thought we agreed not to speak of this.
Nah, let's speak of it. Shame. Fine. Actually, can I talk to him on his own?
Don't worry. This story has a very clear narrative.
Oh, yeah!
Nope.
Mr. Shikiru, I thought...
That's just like everyone.
Oh, Garo. Like, coming to harass you now? Poor guy. Oh well. He can manage with a little bit of teasing. It'll be fine. Let's have a nice long chat with the dog boy, who everyone thinks is a woman. Come on. Show me the dog boy. Come on.
Miss Hina doesn't usually do endorsements, but since it's Lady Guji that's asking, we'll see what we can do.
Okay.
With Miss Hina getting so popular lately,
Miss.
a lot of people have come to us hoping to do a collaboration.
Miss.
But Miss Hina's not interested in any of it. She still prefers to focus all her efforts on replying to readers' letters, and turns down every promotional opportunity she can. Maybe that's why her fans like her so much. I'm getting off topic here. Anyway, if we can get that endorsement from Miss Hina, you'll definitely get an exposure boost at the beginning. May your light novel sell well and set a new record for the Yai Publishing House.
We'll do our best.
Oh, Goro.
Lady Guji has an eye for things like this. If she thinks your work is interesting, you can be sure it's destined for success.
Oh, Goro. Aww. Oh god,
Are you
it
sure
got...
you'd like to submit this entry? Let me see. The Miraculous Adventures of the Traveler by Thousand Hands.
Aww.
What a strange pen name. Definitely your doing. Having been around you so much recently, Paimon's slowly starting to understand your unique tastes.
What do you mean, strange? It took a lot of work by a lot of different people to get this thing finished. Don't you think it's a very descriptive pen name?
She's got a point.
We'll get this printed as a matter of priority and conduct trial sales in pilot locations throughout Inazuma. I'll announce the sales numbers in 3 days.
Jeez.
Uh-oh. Paimon's getting a little nervous now. Do you really think this is gonna work?
We're all professionals.
That's right. Be confident in your work. That's exactly how a light novelist should be.
I'm no light novelist, but I'm entertained.
Okay, then I'll sign you up. Please come back in 3 days for the results.
Okay.
Thank you all for your submission. I wish you the very best of luck.
Is it technically cheating? If, you know, we've got the head of Yai Publishing House helping us with this? Nah, it's fine. Wait for 3 days. Do I have to, like, manually do that shit? Will I really have to?
I'm not buying it unless the illustrations are good.
Okay. Good for you.
Have you made a submission? Wow, you turned that around pretty quickly. Seems like I'm in for a treat soon.
After a first-hand guide to summoning spirits took off, a whole host of copycat works appeared on the market. But they were such low quality that no one paid them any attention.
Makes
It
sense.
just goes to show that you should write to your own interests. If you just try and imitate someone else, you lose your way.
I finished a first-hand guide to summoning spirits now. I wonder if I'll ever be able to find another one as good as that. If I can't find anything else to my liking, I guess I'll just have to read a first-hand guide to summoning spirits again.
You're a boring person if you're willing to invest that much time to reread a book that soon after finishing it, but hey, whatever. Oh, it actually lets you do it more than once. Huh. I don't mess around with the time mechanic that much. I didn't realize you could do more than one day. It wouldn't let you do that before. I know that for a fact. Give me my bestseller.
Ah, you've all finally made it.
Hi.
Good news, everyone. I just received word that your light novel is flying off the shelves. Multiple sales locations are asking when we'll be printing more copies.
Nice.
Woohoo! That's great!
Now where's my paycheck?
This level of success is an amazing accomplishment for a new work. Most new books don't sell 30% of what you've sold. I have free copies for each of you here.
Yeah.
The payment will follow shortly, and I'll notify you to come and collect it when the time comes.
That's great, but...
Yeah, the whole reason why we made this light novel was to combat the influence of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits.
Nah, I'm more interested in reading the book.
We sold a lot of copies, but it doesn't feel like we accomplished our goal. How do we know whether it worked?
People stop getting possessed.
Oh, don't worry. The change is already underway.
Yeah, your coffers are more full.
Shh. Listen to what the people around us are talking about. The conversation has already moved on, hasn't it?
Hey guys, have you heard about this latest Kaidan thing doing the rounds? You just need to recite the incantation from A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits at midnight, and your wish will come true! Oh, that? That's a throwback. That's old news, man. No one's talking about that anymore. The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune is the new hit thing. I've already memorized all the incantations.
Well, that was a success.
The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune? What's that?
You haven't read it yet? Okay, so supposedly, if you recite the spell in there on a moonless night, you'll receive protection of the Kitsune and all the other powerful yokai. They can make any of your wishes come true. I heard that the incantations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits have weird side effects. This one guy wished for a load of Mora and got it, but then one night it all turned to leaves and he developed a high fever. They actually had to use one of the secret spells of Lady Kitsune to get rid of the discomfort. That proves that the incantations in this book are more potent than the ones everyone was trying before. Pretty much everyone I know is desperate to try it out. Just waiting for a moonless night.
Really? Well, I better go and prepare too.
Well, feeling less worried now?
Good fox. It might question why the shrine has so much money.
Wow, you're right. Everyone's shifting focus. But what's this moonless night that they're talking about? Hyman doesn't remember that detail from the brainstorming session.
She made it, of course she did.
This is something that will become very important to us further down the line. All right.
Oh?
It's time to move on to the next phase of the plan.
Okay.
There's a phase 2?
Of course. Behind every book that hits the market lies an author, right?
Okay.
Oh yeah, if we leave him to his own devices, he might just write another guide to summoning spirits. Also, we still need to figure out what his motive for writing it was.
I think my suggestion from earlier on about killing this guy and hiding his body in Yai Publishing House might be coming true. Let's go.
Exactly. That's what we need to take care of next. Fortunately, I've already managed to identify the author. He's a failed light novelist named Tomoyuki.
So, do you not want him left to his own devices because you don't want to be outsold again?
But when we went to ask him about it, he had no recollection whatsoever of having written the book.
Possession.
Yes, this is another case of possession. Only this time, whoever possessed him actively sought him out. After his novel submission failed, he was walking aimlessly in Araumi. In frustration, he shouted out, "Please, someone, anyone, help me write a truly amazing novel." After that, he lost consciousness.
But the spirit that wrote the book has already left him now, right? So what are we supposed to do?
We find it.
Simple. It wrote a summoning incantation in the book, didn't it? So we can just use its own method to make it manifest itself.
How convenient.
And you, my little friend, are the perfect candidate for this role.
This one.
Oh, what are you talking about? The fun's just about to begin.
I agree. Oh, we got the book. There's no way it's down as an actual... Oh my god. Look at the cover. Hi, Paimon. This is a rather orthodox light novel, with its contents essentially being an edited version of real life into that. What is surprising, however, is that the author seems to be highly knowledgeable about Watatsumi Island and many vivid, almost lifelike descriptions. Messina. Oh, Goro. You have been roped in. That rope is right around your neck like a noose. Nice. My superior is an idiot.
Wow. I never expected this submission event would uncover such talented authors. To make sure you can all deliver your best work, we should fix an issue date for the next volume now.
I bought 3 copies of this light novel. One to read, one for my collection, and another one to lend out to my friends.
You have friends? I mean, what?
It's worth the price just for the gorgeous illustrations alone.
I don't usually like the Kaidan genre, but the secret spells of Lady Kitsune is an exception. I'm definitely going to give it a try as soon as we have a moonless night. Here's hoping Lady Kitsune will make my wishes come true.
Honestly, it's a really gripping story. I'm still feeling pumped up.
Good.
I hope the next volume comes out soon. Wait, when is it coming out actually? Oh, man. I hope it won't be a really long wait.
The only downside is they didn't use our illustration of Paimon. Oh, not far at all. Okay. Let's go. How you doing?
Miko, what is this place?
Okay.
The ideal spot for a little meet and greet with a certain elusive author. This is the place where we are most likely to succeed in summoning the spirit.
Really? But it feels so eerie here.
It's so close to Shikaku. We just hear it, like, shouting about this bloody spirit being under her house.
That seems rather fitting, considering that we are dealing with the spirits of the deceased here. What are you so afraid of, honestly? We're finally about to meet the true author of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. Aren't you excited?
Meh.
Paimon's heart is pounding, but Paimon's pretty sure it's not because of excitement.
Come on, in we go.
Okay.
Hey, wait up! Oh, Paimon's scared. Stay close by, okay? Don't leave Paimon all alone.
Or I could do precisely that. Oh look, the recommended elements are the fun ones. Let's go. If Paimon is the unknown god, then we need to hold them to account at the end of the game for stuff like this. Well, isn't this area inviting?
What a weird painting. Miko, do you know what it's supposed to show?
Looks kind of like the planet Euphemia. Minus the weird giant thing there in the center.
Probably a scene from ancient Inazuma.
It's a good piece of artwork and all, but it's also kinda eerie. So it's a bit scary.
Stop being a wuss.
Looks like the artist signed their name. Rakuzai? It's not very clear.
Let's go inside and take a look.
Let's. Is there anything I can get out of this area, though?
It's my lucky
Shine
day.
down! Teamwork is strength!
Emerge. Right here.
More.
Let me weave you a verse.
Torn to oblivion!
You win this battle.
Wow, this place is huge! Hey, is that a mirror? There's a really weird-looking stool as well. Wonder what it's for.
Ah, I see. Huh. This setup is quite handy. Saves me a lot of work. Alright, go and take a look around. There should be a mechanism somewhere that makes the whole room move.
No climbing, okay. Like, the stool looks like the exact same one shown in the artwork, so, Well, this definitely isn't awkward. Okay. I came ahead of myself. Wrong button. There we go.
Emerge.
Let's get
right
down
here.
to business.
Emerge. Everybody stand back. Ha! Ha! Inazuma shines eternal.
No.
Game. Thank you. One. Oh, don't. This one. Wait, this is as high as it gets? Fine.
Illusion shattered. A sight to behold. Right now, right here. Emerge. Witness the power of Gugwa. Know my sword. Now you shall perish.
You win.
Still that one up there. Coming out from above seems like the only plausible method to me, considering the gap. Thing is, the way up I know of leads to a trap. Like, it doesn't take me high enough for it to be significant. I feel like I'm missing something obvious. It'll annoy me later. It's annoying no climbing. I'd like a cheat way to get out of this.
Right now. Emerge.
Yeah, no tagging. Of course, no cigar. Shame. I need to heal at some point too. Ugh. To be fair, there's no harm in wasting it. There you go. Miss Fox. No. Oh, it's one of those. That's just annoying. Alright, fine. You're dying out of my annoyance.
Rain Cutter, know my sword. Rain outlines your fate.
I'm kind of stuck.
There is no escape.
I completely forgot about the sliding doors. Alright. We don't discuss this ever again. Move this one. That. Oh, hi. Death awaits you. I may or may not be infuriated. Down I go.
Whoa. It's that painting we just saw. It's turning this way along with the whole wall. It's getting eerier and scarier. What is this place?
Okay. Next, I will show you a secret Kitsune spell. This painting is a swift summoning medium, which means I'll be able to skip many of the more tedious steps.
Okay.
The murky mirror reflects the view of Inazuma in a bygone age. Spirits stirred by the sight of the past will be easily drawn to it. You're up next, little one. Come on, sit yourself down here. Yes. The whole point of a summoning ritual is for a dead person's spirit to possess a living person's body.
Thanks, Miko.
You saw what happened to that Oni samurai spirit. After leaving the host's body, he was only able to maintain his form for a very short time before disappearing.
Are we positive that summoning a spirit to possess the traveler isn't gonna have any lasting negative consequences?
I doubt she cares if it does.
Oh, you really care about the little one quite a lot, don't you? I'm a little jealous. I wish my friends were caring like that.
Is that a slight at A?
Anyway, are you scared, little friend? Don't you worry now. It'll be over soon. Just think of it like having a dream. Sit on the chair, stare at the painting, and relax your body and mind. Try and be natural. There's really no need to be nervous.
Okay. I don't trust that, but fine.
It's like she's sitting inside the painting. Huh? Is Paimon seeing things? Did the painting just move?
Nah, alright.
Recite the incantation in your heart, little one. Also, you'll need to have some intense thoughts going through your head. A wish, for example.
Okay.
Now, what kind of wish do we think it would take to summon forth the author of A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits? Anyone?
Probably something to do with writing?
Very good. The wish needs to be heartfelt, though, so let me help add a little realism to the equation. The book is selling exceptionally well, Traveler, but we're going to need an outline for Chapter 4 as soon as humanly possible. When is the earliest that you can turn it in by?
Nah.
The painting is moving again! What the?
Hi. I would rather you not. Okay. Hi.
I never thought the day would come when I'd be summoned using my own ritual. Getting a taste of my own medicine. What have we here? Another budding writer? What's come over you all? Why is everyone wishing for help with their writing? Are novels so popular in this day and age?
We got you! So you were the one who wrote A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits! What are you trying to do, Why'd you put that summoning incantation in the book, huh? What's your game here?
The female traveler sounds a lot more masculine than I
Huh? What's this?
That expression.
Oh, I see. No wonder this felt so familiar. I've walked right into your trap, haven't I? You ask me what my game is here? Well, of course. It was to use this incantation as a means for all the souls of the departed yokai to make their glorious return to the world and plunge all of Inazuma into a brutal, bloody war.
Okay.
What? Paimon knew it! You had an evil plan all along!
It might not react well if that's the truth.
Oh, did you now? Then how naive of you to let me possess this body so easily. I sense, yes, great power within her. Good. Good! With this power, no one shall be able to stand in my way!
Miko, beat him with the power of cute. Transform. I want to see.
Wake up! Quick! Wake up! We gotta stop him!
It is futile. You shall never wake her again. This body now belongs to me!
Okay.
Hey! Come on, wake up! Don't let him take your mind! Miko, think of something! Miko!
Good girl. They're playing around. So, what is your actual deal here? Playful.
You're laughing?
Because it's not true.
Oh, Rakusai, you haven't changed a bit. You caught on so quickly. Too perfect.
Well, you made the face enough times that I couldn't exactly miss the hint. This is what you were going for, yes? Never one to stand on the sidelines of a good spectacle, are you? Always got to dive in and fan the flames, huh? You mischievous little kitsune, you.
This is the voice, isn't it? About, shoulder rides. I'd like to think so anyway.
Look what you've done to this little flying one here. Aw, poor thing scared witless.
So what were you then?
You were having plenty of fun playing the bad guy a moment ago. Now you're trying to blame it all on me?
Rakusai? Miko, you guys know each other?
Yes, we do. Of course we do.
Allow me to formally introduce the author of A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, Urakusai. No, wait. To be more accurate, it's Urakusai's memory.
Memory? But isn't he a spirit?
Ah, spirits, memories. They're just different words to describe the same thing. Something that comes from the ley lines.
Do you remember that recent incident when the Rift Hounds were gnawing at the sacred Sakura's roots? You witnessed human memories leaking from the ley lines, didn't you? Well, since there are human memories, of course there are going to be yokai memories too.
Yeah.
In life, yokai possess supernatural powers, and even when they are a shadow of their former selves from a bygone era, they still have the ability to control whether they are visible or not. Typically, yokai memories survive longer in the world than those of humans.
Indeed, indeed. I was wandering around the sacred Sakura's roots when I suddenly heard someone yelling, "Please, someone, anyone, help me write a truly amazing novel." It piqued my curiosity, so I popped inside his body and wrote a novel for him.
So that's how it happened. But why did you include a summoning incantation in the novel?
For fun.
Oh, little one. Not to toot my own horn here, but when I was alive, I wasn't just another kitsune, no.
Oh.
I was a mighty and powerful Daiyoko. The memories of other yokai can't possess human bodies at will like I can. But with this incantation, they can go one last little joyride in the world for a couple of days. Anything they're still itching to do, they can go and get it done.
But...
Entertainment.
She's trying to say that all the commotion this causes is likely to be a great disturbance to the humans.
Yeah, screw them. This is fun.
Disturbance? I guess you mean that we might leave them with some broken dreams after we leave, hmm? Oh, yes. And they might have a fever or whatever. But you know, I actually think that the most admirable thing about human beings is the way that they go out and shape their fate with their own two hands, given that they're not born blessed with the same powers that we enjoy.
Huh. Good viewpoint.
As for those who would rather draw on external power than seek to improve themselves, it's quite right that they learn their lesson eventually.
I agree.
So when you think about it, we're actually doing the humans a big favor. Miko, you agree, don't you?
Yes, that's what I thought too.
Which is why you wanted to leave it alone until you were like, my sales are down.
Alright then. You finally convinced Paimon. You guys were right.
What are you scared of, little one? Don't be deceived by her day-to-day antics. Miko is actually one of the most powerful yokai out there.
Oh yeah, I believe that. I want to see the true form though.
Not only that, Urakusai, but my latest work has beaten that book you wrote, A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, to become the most popular in Inazuma.
My book, you mean?
Of course. You were never one to make extra work for yourself where you can help it. And yet you went to all these lengths to find my painting room, and even took the trouble to summon me. I knew you must have some ulterior motive. You were always the one to pick a quarrel with me when we all used to gather around and share stories.
Huh?
All right. You win, I lose. Happy now?
I finally get to hear you say it centuries later. Ooh, I must say it feels good.
I remember when you were just a little girl.
Yeah.
Always hanging off my shoulders. A few hundred years later, and you're all grown up.
Oh, Urakusai, how much time do you have left?
Aww. Hopefully a long time. Come on. I want to see more Fox.
Not much. That goes for all of us, actually. We've all got to go back where we came from in the end. Everyone's quite content in many ways, but they still can't help but ask, are we ever going to have another Hyakyako?
Don't you worry about that, Urakusai. Arrangements are being made.
Gathering of the yokai, then.
When my bell rings, it means the moonless night is upon us.
Oh. Okay.
Great. Wonderful. Fantastic. Miko, it's been nice catching up, but I'd better conserve my energy if I want to stick it out until then. So, I'll be on my way now.
Aww.
All right. Goodbye then, Urakusai.
One last thing, Miko. I just want to know, have you been well all these years?
Oh.
I've been great, of course. Every day is a happy one.
Oh. You had faith in her coming back and you wanted her back. Come on.
Especially these days. Not only do I have my light novels, but I've also met these two delightfully nosy outlanders.
Aww.
And even A is finally starting to come to her senses. Quite a miracle, given how pig-headed she can be.
Oh, well, great. That's fantastic.
Urakusai, you'd be right at home in this era. A great storyteller and artist like yourself would be the Yae Publishing House's ace in the hole. And I would personally be hounding you over your next installment.
He disappeared.
Chill spirit.
Are you awake? How are you feeling?
I'm good.
Are you all there? Here, like last time, repeat after me. Oh, you beat me to it. Looks like your brain is intact.
Yeah, I'm good.
So, your first possession, What was it like?
I can remember everything pretty clearly. I just couldn't get in on the conversation.
Good. Saves me from having to explain everything again.
Okay.
Hearing Urakusai admit defeat has put me in the most wonderful mood. In return, it's only fair that we make sure to deliver on what they're all hoping for.
They want to do...
Yes, though they only represent a tiny proportion of the memories in the ley lines, it will still be quite a sight to behold when the time comes. Since you've come this... I'll need your help with the ritual.
Okay.
You cannot be serious, Miko. After all that, you still have more errands for us? You guys teamed up to scare Paimon just now. If you think Paimon's gonna do anything you ask for, think again!
Well, I didn't team up with anyone. I was possessed.
Aw, come on. I'm really only asking you to finish what you started. Besides, your paychecks are still in my hands.
Paimon's paycheck?
My paycheck.
Well, there's no way out now. We're in too deep.
Only because she offered money. Good fox spirit.
Well, hello there, my little helpers. So nice of you to join me. You're right on time, too.
Wi-Fi, please. Just waiting for the connection to stabilize. And I'll just have a drink in the meantime. Okay, had my drink. It's showing green.
As if we had a choice. We just want our paychecks. So, Miko, what exactly do we have to do to make this Hyakyako happen? Also,
Habel.
we actually have no idea what it even means.
I'm gonna assume it's a gathering of yokai.
It might sound ominous, but to put it simply, the Hyakyako is just a gathering of the yokai.
Thank you.
Back in the day at yokai gatherings, once everyone had one by one, they'd start soaring into the sky with their yokai powers. There were so many of them that their silhouettes would block out the moon.
Huh. Wi-Fi, please stop it.
But now, the yokai memories that leak from the ley lines are weak. They are no longer able to fly.
Okay.
So I will be performing a convocation ritual for them, gathering all the wandering memories together in one place. When the time comes, they will gather in the sky above the Grand Narukami Shrine. Once their energy is spent, they will be satisfied and return to where they belong.
You're a good fox. Let's
All
go.
the preparations for the ritual have actually been made well in advance, and the mention of Moonless Night that I added to our novel.
Oh yeah! Something about reciting the secret spells of Lady Kitsune on a moonless night.
That's the one. Actually, it's not a wish-granting incantation at all. It's a spell to help calm the ley line memories.
Huh. Okay.
When that time comes, let's all pitch in and help send them on their way.
What do you need from me?
I will start the ritual preparations shortly, and at that time, I need you to do two things.
Okay.
First, tell the Shrine Maidens to leave the mountain.
Ha! Okay.
During the Hyakyako, a whole swarm of yokai memories will be hanging around in the air above the Grand Narukami Shrine, having the shrine issue of someone potentially getting possessed.
Oh, but that'd be funny.
After that, I will commence the ritual, and the memories will begin to congregate. This will take some time. I need you at the foot of Mount Yogo during this part to keep an eye on nearby monster activity. The memories are normally dispersed and don't pose a threat, but when their energy is concentrated, it is likely to disturb the monsters.
Okay.
They may see this as an opportunity to try and make it up the mountain. I need you to fend them off so that that doesn't happen.
Deal.
Alright, got it. Then what?
Watch the show?
Well, if at that point you felt like coming to the shrine and getting a close-up view of the yokai, I wouldn't say no.
Let me.
Okay, let's get going.
Let me. Go for a walk.
Descend the mountain? Are those Lady Kuchi's orders?
Yes.
Yep, Miko said the ritual she's gonna perform soon might pose a physical danger to you all.
I see. I'll evacuate everyone right away. What about you?
We'll be taking care of a couple other things for her. And once we're done with that, we're gonna come back and do the ritual together.
Because we want to see the yokai.
It seems like Lady Guji places great trust in you. Lady Guji's never allowed anyone else to be in her presence when she's conducted rituals like this in the past.
Huh.
Thank you for helping with the ritual, and good luck.
Don't worry, we're much stronger than we look.
Well, I am.
About to start the ritual. Come on, let's go deal with the monsters down the mountain.
This girl's gonna make getting sakura petals really easy. Going down there's gonna be a pin. Why couldn't it be close to a teleport spot? I get I only need to glide, but it'd be faster if it was a spot I could teleport to. Around here. Let's get this section.
Yeah.
Ah, piss off.
Emerge, right here.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Now you shall perish!
This body belongs to ice and snow.
These monsters look really riled up.
Let's get rid of them.
Yep. Let's get rid of them as fast as we can. Then we can get back in time to see the yokai. All right, here they come.
Emerge, right here. Emerge. Witness the power of Guhua. Know my sword.
I'm going in! Torn to oblivion!
Nothing lasts forever. Right here. Emerge, right now.
Everybody stand back!
Rain cutter.
Going somewhere?
Inazuma shines eternal!
There's so many of them. Come on, you can do it.
Oh, I know I can, trust me.
I'm going in!
Show me what you've
There
got.
is no...
Know my sword. Witness the power of Guhua. Right here. Right now.
Torn to oblivion!
All right, that's the last of the monsters. How far along do you think the ritual is? Let's head back to the Grand Narukami Shrine and take a look.
Yeah, need to tell me twice. Let's go. Oh my eyes. Oh.
So many! They're everywhere! Huh?
Yes, the memories of the yokai. They haven't been able to relax and soar through the air like this for a long time.
Neat.
Come with me.
Close up. Ooh. Go with you. Ah, okay. This is
You
what
all
it's
right,
from.
little one? You look a little nervous.
Oh, trust me, I'm not.
Paimon's never seen anything like this before. Whoa, they've really blocked out the moon.
Well, now they have.
It does look a little intimidating, doesn't it? But I know them. They may be loud and brash at times, but they are good and brave souls. Even after losing their lives in a brutal war, they have never given in to grief or despair. Alas, their time is short.
Ooh.
Do they really have to go?
It's a feast, and all feasts come to an end. Since you're sorry to see them leave, why don't you do the recital along with me?
Hey.
O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment, in reverence I perform this rite.
In reverence, I perform this rite.
Ah, okay, this is
A
word.
guiding light.
Wow, so beautiful! Look! Lights are coming from Inazuma City!
The book says, recite the secret spells of Lady Kitsune tonight, and our wishes will come true.
O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment.
I perform this rite to be a guiding light. Your unrivaled power will be honored eternally.
Ha! Not praise for A, but hey, I'll take it.
Urakusai, you asked if I was doing well. Really, every day is a happy day for me. But watching you all leave now, I can't help but feel a little lonely.
Oh.
Just a little, of course.
Pat the fox.
Just as I thought, the ritual went very smoothly. Thank you both.
Are you okay?
Oh, I'm great.
No.
But the look on your face just now...
I'm fine, seriously. Really,
No.
No. Honestly, you two.
Miko...
There aren't many other yokai around. Poor girl.
Fine. Well, if you're dead set on doing something for me, you can treat me to a meal.
Where's my paycheck?
Sure, no problem. A meal it is.
Okay. Well, see you soon then.
Nothing going on. Okay, fine. I wondered if the sky had any special effects, but no, apparently not. Fine. Let's put it to a day. Wait until the appointed time following day. So it meant an entire day. We're fine there.
Today is the day we agreed to treat Miko to a meal. The venue is Uyu Restaurant. Let's go!
I have a spots equally as far. Poor fox. I'm sad we didn't get to see her true form. It would have been the ideal time to show us, but fine. Hey, why are there so many lights? I just wanted to sleep. I doubt she'd care that much. Oh. The novel readers.
Wait is unbearable. How is the next chapter of the miraculous adventures of the traveler not released yet?
Because I have a life.
It was quite a surprise when the moonless night finally came.
Yogo that night. It just seemed to form out of nowhere.
But then nothing happened after I made a wish using the method in that book.
No. Oh well. What a shame, huh?
Yeah. I guess light novels are just fiction after all, huh?
Nah, something did happen. Just not the result you wanted. Which, boo-hoo.
That night was definitely the nail in the coffin for the incantations from novels fad. Still, something tells me the miraculous adventures of the traveler will remain an interesting series for a long time to come.
Bucks for me.
Huh? Paimon can't see Miko anywhere. Guess she's not out here. Maybe she went inside already. Let's head in and look for her.
Show me Fox, please.
Anything in the world that will satisfy my taste buds?
Ah, my little friends. There you are.
Ah, hi.
Miko, what is this? You started eating without us?
I did, yes. You're paying after all.
Good answer.
The thought of being able to eat the most expensive dishes and drink the finest sake, all for absolutely free? Oh, I just couldn't wait any longer.
Little shit.
Ah, boss, see these two faces here? Remember them. They're the ones picking up the bill later.
Oh god.
Alrighty.
We're screwed.
What's gotten into you? Come on, sit yourselves down. You have to try this fish. It's found exclusively in the waters around Seirai Island. They shipped it to Inazuma overnight, and it was still alive right up until I ordered it.
God.
Or maybe you'd rather try this? I know, I know. I normally can't bring myself to drink sake this expensive either.
You're fucking up my bloody debit card. Jesus.
If you don't drink alcohol, that's fine too. There are all kinds of fruit juices covering the whole price spectrum.
Oh god.
Miko, you are outrageous! Last time we were here working on the novel, all you ordered for us was the plainest kushikatsu!
Listen, she knows how to utilize someone's offer.
Strange. I remember no such thing.
Yep.
Oh, so what? You did offer to treat me to a meal, didn't you? Anyway, I am something of a VIP, you know. Wouldn't you find it embarrassing to treat me anything short of lavishly?
Miko, this meal is going to be super expensive! Aren't you afraid we won't be able to afford it?
Oh, don't you worry about that. You can most definitely afford it. They're still printing your light novel by the batch, you know. You have quite the generous payment due.
Oh, okay, then that's good.
What? Aw, darn it! She tricked us into this! Miko was after our Mora from the very beginning!
We've been taken for a ride. Yeah, we have.
Oh, the looks on your faces right now. Too perfect.
Make it up to me. Turn into your true form. I want to see.
Oh, by the way, since nobody's wishes came true on the moonless night, novels with incantations are no longer in vogue. So you'll have to come up with something new for the next chapter of The Miraculous Adventures of the Traveler. The deadline is looming. I'm counting on you.
Oh, God. Great Narukami offering these two just eating together. Okay.
Thank you for the meal. I thoroughly enjoyed myself today.
Yeah, I'm sure you did on my bloody debit card.
Oh, did I mention? A saw the convocation ritual we performed over the Grand Narukami Shrine.
What did she think?
I know she can be pig-headed, but it still took me by surprise when she wrote me a long and sternly worded letter about it, chastising me for taking this whole thing much too far.
No fried tofu for you, you little shit.
I hardly see what all the fuss is about. Everyone seemed perfectly happy to me.
You kind of made the people think that there was going to be a potential apocalypse by blacking out the moon. I'm going to mute myself so I at least have that on record too.
Thank you for the meal. I thoroughly enjoyed myself today. Oh, did I mention? A saw that convocation ritual we performed over the Grand Narukami Shrine. I know she can be pig-headed, but it still took me by surprise when she wrote me a long and sternly worded letter about it, chastising me for taking this whole thing much too far. Ugh, I hardly see what all the fuss is about. Everyone seemed perfectly happy to me.
To Uyu Restaurant. Please talk to me if you want to order.
It's so great that she saw it. She's just like, my fucking pet fox is a little heathen. I need to clean up this mess. Actually, I can summon the fox in my teapot. Dialogue awaits. Give. To be fair, I can probably get dialogue out of her as well from the different setups I've got. Let's do this one. And who do I want to get rid of temporarily? Okay, it's just those. Fine. Companion. Who am I the least concerned about? But I don't actively get anything out of anymore because I think I've got her to rank 6. I need the fox. She's disappeared off because I have furnishings she can probably interact with. Nothing in the house. Okay, I'm gonna have to step outside. Fine. I'll at least get dialogue for it. It'll be worth it. I just don't want it to take me to the area I'm currently working on. Which it shouldn't, to be fair. It'll take me to probably the shrine. That's the thing I'm guessing she's moved to. Come on, game. Oh? No, it's the hot spring, okay. Fine. In we go. Where the hell are you? Really? Other side of the wall? Bit far.
Oh? I didn't expect to find my favorite hot springs here. You wouldn't mind it if I took a soak for a while, would you?
Your fans would probably be into that.
Soaking in the steaming water is a fine way to cleanse and soothe both your mind and body. Now, if I only had a bottle of sake, that would make it perfect.
Okay. Yeah, you have your drink. Thanks for the free stuff. Now, you should go somewhere else, probably. Yep, you did go to the shrine, because this is the area I put most of the furnishings. Oh, Miko. Hi.
My, someone rather discerning fitted out this shrine. Nothing looks out of place and everything's spaced out just right. Yes, I have to hand it to you. You can be rather considerate when it counts.
Thanks, I guess. Now I go back to the house and interact with you. Now we can have an actual chat. And then that'll be the note I end the stream on. Just let me down. Thank you. I still wish I could fill that irritating gap between the house and the, a little gateway in. Hi, Fox.
Oh, well, hello. What brings you to see me today? If there's anything weighing on your mind, you can always talk to me. I'm always happy to listen to other people's problems. Who knows? I might even try to help you come up with a solution.
Hope you're settling in okay?
Thank you for your concern, dear. But believe me, I am quite comfortable wherever I go.
Okay.
So, this must be an Adepti abode. Though it's a bit different from what I had imagined, it's still most fascinating. At first glance, the act of containing this vast space inside a tiny little teapot seems strikingly similar to the art of constructing a space from the imagination. But as it turns out, they work on fundamentally different principles. As Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine, it is my duty to seek out and master all forms of knowledge and power. Only then am I capable of handling whatever phenomena come our way. Besides, if I can get the hang of this teapot trick, I'll be able to bring an unlimited supply of sake and snacks with me wherever I go.
This is why we like you so much. Good Fox.
Regardless, please do look after me while I'm visiting this lovely little teapot of yours. Oh, well, if there's anything weighing...
Morning.
Good morning. My, by the looks of you, you must have had a very pleasant dream last night. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, with fortune swinging your way, no doubt. You should follow your heart today, and fate might just reward you for it.
Just turn it to nighttime and then interact with her again. She'll have slightly different dialogue. I just don't want the game showcasing anything in my teapot yet, because it's still unfinished. I've got work to do when it comes to this. I had to leave some of it on the back burner, though. Of course it shows it. Okay. Oh, Fox.
Oh, if there's anything weighing on...
Good night.
All right, off to bed now. Youngsters like you should keep early hours.
The character's like 500 years old at minimum.
What about me? Oh, I'm staying up to have a drink or two, maybe read a couple of interesting light novels. You weren't seriously thinking of joining me for the whole night, were you?
Your fans might. They would hope. On that note, though, I should probably close it off. Been at this a while. I'm glad I got it all done, though. Eventually, when I get more of her friendship up, I'll showcase the rest. Since it's gonna be, unfortunately, a while, as you can see, of her murdering birds that A likes. Jeez. I'm never gonna get over that. That idol is evil. Just because of the fact that hers exists. Is being nice to the bird and it flying off. And now we find Miko killing it. I wish we saw the one more thing I should probably make. But, let's just see if I can get some easy friendship.
This realm is true.
I don't believe they added many furnishing items. I know I bought something from it this morning. Nope. Okay.
If you ever have...
My brain just blanked for a second. Oh, okay, cooking. Let's see what a recipe is. Since unlike her, she has no reason to not be able to cook. And then I'll call it. I'd like it to be what I assume is going to be the case. The Kitsune ramen that ended up putting Ito out for like a month. Let's have a little bit of fun. Let's make something that can hurt him. Oh, I also have to check the entry about the boss too, before I go. It's only appropriate. Come on, game. Load faster than that. There we go. I better have the stuff to try and auto-cook this recipe. I've unlocked all the recipes fully in the game, but... Not those... Actually, no, this is the only thing I haven't maxed, which I'll max at some point soon. Everything else is maxed. This one. No. Okay. No way it's gonna be that, is it? Nope. I could cheat and check the actual... I'll do that just because it saves me time. Check the boss, then check the food. So, we'll go living beings first. And yes, I still have some enemies missing. Look at that. This is the form that the puppet that inherited the Raiden Shogun's authority takes when she is opposing those who threaten eternity. As the Raiden Shogun's assistant in pursuing eternity, she has never doubted, never felt fear, never given anything less than her best, never been disturbed by idle thoughts. She once heard about how Eir had shouldered a similar duty when Makoto was also present, suffering much agonizing loss in the process. When the two shadows overlapped once more, however, she could only see the countless fine fractures in what should have been her eternal will. Since fate is destined for cyclinity, she must fulfill her promise and declare war on her. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Power over the realm has been vested within me, and I am the essence of all that is the Raiden Shogun. Naturally, I have also inherited the pain of Eir's countless losses and her will to attain eternity. Resolve, valor, love, hate, they will all twist in the river of time, but the rules will never change. Ooh. Nice. Awesome. Okay. Now. Let me down in here somewhere. Ah, okay. That's new. Udon noodles. It'll be this. Do you sell? Okay, yeah, this is where. Okay. Not possible for me to have cooked a recipe I didn't have. Huh, more recipes to perfect. Okay. It's gonna be this one, isn't it? Yeah, there she is. I'm gonna need more fish at some point, but fine. To be fair, I can sacrifice some. There it was. Now Miko's specialty, the fried tofu in here is specially made by the solemn Lady Kitsune. It's said that if you eat it all in one go, with sincerity in your heart, you will have the protection of the great Kitsune. Misfortune shall flee and future abound. The next marketing strategy for the fox, to make a lot of money. Nice. quite the difference too between the balls. The colour changes quite a bit. Well, that's it. I'm gonna call it if you guys are cool with me ending at this point. It's been a good amount of streaming today. I won't be streaming tomorrow because I'm going to have an incredibly long day, unfortunately for me. Oh, so that's her other idle animation. Oh, thank you all for joining in. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did, and if you did, I'd appreciate if you liked and subscribed, and it'd be cool to see you again next time. Have a good night, morning,
Most
day.
humans could have the entirety of their fleeting lives chronicled in but a few short lines. Their stories really make for terribly dull reading.
You interrupted me, Fox. Have a good night, morning, day, whatever time it is, wherever you guys are in the world, and take care of yourselves. Bye, everyone.